Hello and welcome to day 18 of the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence's Las Vegas to Pittsburgh Virtual GOTV for GVP Tour. My name is Andrew Patrick. I want to thank you for watching. Today is October 18th. It is 600 days since the House of Representatives passed H.R. 8, the bipartisan universal background checks bill that has gone nowhere in the Senate since then. We are so lucky today to be in Georgia and joined by one of the lead co-sponsors of that bill, a member of the House Judiciary Committee who helped craft it, Congresswoman Lucy McBath from Georgia's 6th District. Lucy, Congresswoman, I want to thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Now, I think a lot of people know your personal experience, but for those who don't, you were brought to this through tragedy. Your son Jordan was shot in a dispute over loud music and killed. It drove you to activism. You were part of Moms Demand Action, and then 2018 you ran for Congress, not just on this issue, but it was a main driver in your run for public office. As a leader in the House of Representatives on this issue, what would you like to see happen in the next Congress if there is a larger GVP majority and possibly a friendlier Senate? And what can we do to reduce this gun violence epidemic we've seen?
Well, thank you so much. That's a really great question. And, you know, my hope is that when we have new leadership in the Senate, we will have new leadership in the Senate so that all of the legislation and the bills that we have passed for just common sense solutions in our existing gun laws, legislation that over 90% of Americans agree upon to keep our community safe. I'm hoping that that legislation will actually go on to be able to pass the Senate and be enacted into law. The truth is, as I've said, 90% of people across the United States believe in universal background checks for all gun sales. And I'm proud to have sponsored the first gun safety legislation to pass the House in decades. And that is federal background checks for, all gun sales, and then also closing the Charleston loophole. So since taking office, I was actually able to really lead the response for gun safety. And, the work that we've been able to accomplish thus far is incredible. And I'm really excited about the momentum and excited about what we've been able to do, because it's very, very critical. We've got to make sure that we're saving as many lives as we possibly can. But, we still have a long road ahead of us. There's still so much more work that needs to be done. And we need to continue to elect leaders who are going to pass sensible legislation in Washington to protect our families.
That's absolutely right. It was a historic session with background checks, with the Charleston loophole. You, as a member of the Judiciary Committee, took part in a hearing on an assault weapons ban, which is the first time that's been done in decades. So it's just been a historic session. And I think a lot of people are looking for change that the Senate will take up, like you said, stuff that 90% of Americans agree on and actually start saving some lives. So I want to thank you so much for your time. Can you tell our followers, supporters, how they might help get out the vote in your reelection effort?
Well, thank you so much. And I want to thank every supporter that has invested in me over the years, in particular, those of us that are on the ground fighting for our gun safety legislation, survivors, and people that have been working around the clock to build this movement for protecting our communities. Remember, just continue to volunteer your time. We need volunteers. Please write postcards and make phone calls. Just get involved. Whatever you find is an easy way for you to be involved, just please do so. We need all hands on deck these last few weeks. And this is just absolutely the most critical time in our lives right now. And, please make sure that we're investing in investing in candidates all up and down the ballot. Phenomenal candidates are running all around the country, and they need to be invested in. We need to just make sure that we continue to galvanize as much support as we possibly can. We need your help in helping us to get out the vote. And lastly, I would be so honored if you might consider pitching in to help support my campaign as we try so hard here in Georgia to defend this seat, not only for Georgia, but also to hold on to the House. Any amount that you can give will help to ensure that we're able to hold on to the seat and continue to do the good work for gun safety that is so, so sorely needed. please sign up on my website to donate, or you can go to www.lucyforcongress.com.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman. It's a pleasure talking to you. Stay safe and keep up the excellent work.
Thank you. Take care and stay safe yourself.